Hey there, fellow math enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of trigonometry. Don't worry, it's not as scary as it sounds. Trigonometry has been around for ages, like way back to ancient civilizations. Can you believe it? These clever folks used it for things like astronomy and surveying land. Talk about brain power. The word trigonometry itself comes from Greek words meaning triangle and measurement. Basically, it's all about understanding the relationships between the angles and sides of triangles. Who knew triangles could be so cool? They're like the superheroes of shapes. Now you might be wondering, why should I care about triangles? Well, my friends, trigonometry is everywhere. It's used in music, architecture, video games, and even in figuring out how far away stars are. Pretty neat, right? So buckle up and get ready to unlock the magic of trigonometry. It's going to be a wild ride. Let's meet the stars of the show, the basic trigonometric functions sine, cosine, and tangent. They might sound like characters from a science fiction movie, but trust me, they're much cooler. First up, we have sine, abbreviated as sin. Sine tells us the relationship between an angle in a right triangle and the side opposite that angle compared to the longest side called the hypotenuse. It's like finding the perfect balance between two sides. Next, we have cosine, abbreviated as cos. Cosine is all about the adjacent side and the hypotenuse. It's like figuring out how close two sides are. Last but not least, we have tangent, abbreviated as tan. Tangent is the ratio of the opposite side to the adjacent side. It's like a tug of war between two sides. Now let's take a closer look at right triangles. Remember those? They're the triangles with one right angle 90 degrees. These triangles are like the building blocks of trigonometry. Imagine you have a right triangle. If you know the length of one side and the measure of one angle, besides the right angle of course, you can use sine, cosine, or tangent to figure out the lengths of the other two sides. It's like magic, but with triangles. Trigonometry isn't just some abstract math concept, it's all around us. Architects use it to design sturdy buildings, engineers use it to build bridges and roller coasters, and physicists use it to understand how things move. Let's say you're building a ramp for a skateboard park. You can use trigonometry to figure out the perfect angle and length of the ramp to make sure those skateboarders get some serious airtime. Section 5. Expanding our horizons, secant, cosecant, and cotangent. Now that you're familiar with the basics, let's introduce you to three more trigonometric functions, secant, cosecant, and cotangent. These functions are like the cool cousins of sine, cosine, and tangent. They're basically the reciprocals of their more famous counterparts. For example, secant is the reciprocal of cosine, cosecant is the reciprocal of sine, and cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent. Think of them as the superhero sidekicks, always there to lend a helping hand. Section 6. Taming the trigonometric beasts, simplifying complex functions. Trigonometric functions can sometimes look like complicated equations, but don't let that scare you. There are ways to simplify them and make them less intimidating. One way is to use trigonometric identities. These are like special formulas that help us rewrite trigonometric expressions in simpler forms. It's like having a secret decoder ring for math. Remember, practice makes perfect. The more you work with these functions, the easier it will become to simplify them. Section 7. Trigonometry and you. It's more than just angles and triangles. You might be thinking, trigonometry is cool and all, but will I ever actually use it in real life? The answer, my friend, is a resounding yes! Trigonometry is like a secret weapon for solving problems, not just in math class, but in everyday life. For example, you can use it to figure out the height of a tree without climbing it, or the distance across a lake without getting wet. It's also essential for many different fields like engineering, physics, computer science, music, and art. So, whether you want to design video games, compose music, or build rockets, trigonometry has got you covered. Section 8. Trigonometry and careers, from architect to astronaut. Let's face it, trigonometry is a total rock star in the career world. Architects use it to design awe-inspiring buildings, from towering skyscrapers to cozy homes. Engineers rely on it to build safe and efficient bridges, roads, and even roller coasters. What about astronauts? You bet, they use trigonometry to navigate through the vast expanse of space, making sure they reach their destination. It's like having a cosmic map powered by triangles. And hey, let's not forget about computer graphics designers. They use trigonometry to create those amazing visual effects in movies and video games. Talk about bringing imagination to life. Section 9. Conclusion, keep exploring the magic of trigonometry. So there you have it, folks. We've journeyed through the fascinating world of trigonometry, from its ancient roots to its modern-day applications. We've met the trigonometric trio sine, cosine, and tangent, and even hung out with their cool cousins, secant, cosecant, and cotangent. Remember, trigonometry is more than just angles and triangles. It's a powerful tool for understanding the world around us. So keep exploring, keep asking questions, and most importantly, keep having fun with math.